need to get. It's gonna be normal. I need to get a whole device to fit in my car. This angle is terrible. I'm gonna have to keep my head like this. Oh my gosh! Look, I have a small head. Like I'm a small head person.
We're live.
Oh, we're live. Lord, we've been live.
Hold on, let me make sure we're live.
Welcome to MNAB Live. We are because in the corner.
Hold on, let me make sure.
We are
I
live.
didn't get a little. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, we are. Yep, we are.
Hi guys. Welcome to MNAB Live. This is what we do in between our podcast episodes, just to kind of connect y'all. Marisa, you got your chat up to say what's up to people?
My what?
Chat, the chat box.
Oh yeah, the chat's up. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, y'all are joining us. Hop in, say what's up. You know, if there's any topics y'all want us to hit on today, let us know. I'm X Scoop, as you can see.
Where are you?
I'm in my vehicle, looking a hot mess. It is a rainy day in Atlanta, and I had to go pick up these notarized documents by a certain time today, and I just found out last night. And unfortunately, it started raining, and when it rains in Atlanta, it's bad, very bad traffic. So that's why I'm on my way back to the house. I am not using my hands, so I'm not breaking any laws, guys. Okay, so I'm hands-free. But yes, I am. Don't look at how fast this might be passing in my window. Just know this is safe. Okay.
This is safe.
This is safe.
Hey, we're committed. Okay.
Girl, you look so cute.
Thank you. I'm shooting a few podcasts today. And so, I had to do something. And it was so cold. Like I had this little tank top on, and then I left the house and I was like, oh my God. I ran to Target and got a little sweater. Not like it was so much better, but it's the weather here is crazy. It's like hot and then cold and then hot and then cold. It's just scurry.
That's the one thing that annoyed me about LA is that you would legitimately have to put on a tank top, but then also have a thick jacket because it does not start out that way in the morning.
Right.
I'd be like, this is two different seasons in one day.
Yeah, literally. And then it'll rain one day, like storm, and then the next day it'll be just so sunny. It's just I can't make it. LA is confused. But I would like to have a season just to know oh, this is fall season. Let me move my clothes out the closet and get some coats.
I will say that. Yeah. That is one thing that I missed when I lived in LA was so here's the thing, when you live in other places that have seasons, it's easier to remember when something happened. Oh, that was in 2016 in the summer, or that was, 2011 in the winter, because you remember, I didn't realize how important that is until I moved to LA. And I will tell you, my time from 2012 to 2019 when I left, it's a blur. Some of them years, I'm I don't know when such and such happened because the season was the same. I can't tell if that was 2015, 2014. I can't tell. But I was oh my gosh, it's because the weather's always the same in LA. You just never know.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, it's so hard.
But it's beautiful there, so,
I know.
How
was your weekend?
It was good. What did I do this past weekend?
Did you go to a baseball game?
It was Halloween. It was Halloween. I ended up taking MNAB to we just went to trick or treat at 4 houses that our neighbors. And I was first of all, we don't even do candy like that, okay? And he didn't really get the concept yet. So when he puts his hand to grab candy, he only grabs one, and I'm thank you, Jesus. So he was going to these 4 houses grabbing one little piece of candy, and I was yes, good job, let's go. And that was it. It was cool. This was my first house. So I've never celebrated Halloween like that. Growing up, never gave out candy as an adult because I was either I'm not home or I don't know. I live in an apartment.
Right.
Marlon, was we candy to give out to kids? I was like, no. Were we supposed to get candy to give out to kids? Like, we was gonna sit in the house, wait for kids to come, ring our doorbell? I'm like, first of all, turn that light off while you got the front porch light on. That is, hello, come and get candy from us. Turn the light off,
Right.
okay? We not home. And he was like,
That's
no, we gotta leave
funny.
the light. Like, no, there. We gotta go to these little 4 houses and do our own trick or treat. I was like, no, sir, don't. We're not. I don't want these kids coming over here thinking that we are participating from that angle. So I didn't realize. I was like, oh, but I live in like a for real neighborhood now where people be decorating, and I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
But no, even my yard. But I feel like obligated to like at least leave a candy bowl out on the porch now for the kids to get candy.
Yeah, that's what my community's been doing for the past 2 years. They said it's like COVID Halloween where they leave a bucket on their porch. But what did my community do? We were sleepy. We were all asleep like all day, literally. And then one of my neighbors texted me like, "Are you guys coming to the park?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." They had like a taco truck, and
What?
yeah, and then they always do just like these parades. So the kids go to the park and they just walk around the park with music. And then the adults be full blown dressed. So I came out there in like my sweatpants and hoodie, like 30, 45 minutes into the to party. I told
All
Halo to
right.
grab a outfit from her costume trunk. And was like, "Girl, you want to go? Come on." Then
Aria, what would you put on Aria?
Terrell and Aria were asleep, but then he came out like 2 hours later with Aria. And then a few neighbors made haunted houses in their garages, so the kids just ran in there. By the end of the night, kids were in so many different houses. Like I had a kid in my house watching a movie with Halo. There were like kids on the street. Like it was just because I live in a gated
Aww.
area, so it was like
Yeah.
everyone's doors were just open and people were just up in each other's houses. And I was like, all right,
cute.
time to go to sleep.
Right. That is really cute though. I like that. I like the like the small community feel where it's like, oh, at such, my kids at such and such house, like I know them, I feel comfortable enough like over there. Like I think that's really good. I feel like that's like a safe place for kids to grow up.
Yeah, for sure.
Which was funny because my neighbor had, I guess every Halloween their house was like the meetup house. So they had all this food there, but child, I wouldn't try to eat that food. So they're really nice because like they've invited us and stuff, and we're new, and so they were just like, we haven't come out to anything, so they were like, oh my gosh, we're so happy to see you guys. And then like I was like, where are all y'all's kids? Because it's MNAB. And I was like, where's the kids? Like, oh, our kids are gone. Our kids, like, we don't know where they are in the neighborhood. They're just gone collecting candy. So I was like, oh, okay. Everybody feels comfortable enough, and let your kids go, roam free. And our neighborhood is huge, so that's why I was like, oh, well, Mav ain't ready for that. He's 3.
Yeah. I think with the candy, I woke up early and went to Whole Foods and got their candy. And then
What kind of candy did you get? What kind of candy did you get, Marisa?
Vegan candy. So there's like
gummy. What kind?
For chocolate, I did. There's a brand called. There's the Justin's brand, and then there's another brand. I feel like we did a partnership with them. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure. What are they called? I don't know what they're called.
Oh,
they're
no.
vegan. Who?
Is it Unreal?
Oh yeah, Unreal. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's for the chocolate, and then there's I don't know the name of the gummy brand. There's like a gummy and lollipop brand, and because the gelatin isn't vegan in regular candy,
right.
And so
yeah.
My computer is about to die, and so oh, here we go. And so I got them some gelatin candy. I don't know the brand. And then so I had that. So they were eating on that all day. They were eating on it all day. I was like, this is here. Everyone's eating candy today. You guys can eat candy too. Here you go.
Aww. So, yes. Marisa didn't get her baby some carrot sticks. She got some real candy, y'all.
So that was that. Coming,
Oh, how
going.
many people? Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat, Marisa?
Oh, who's in the chat? Oh, Claudine. Hey, girl.
Hey, Claudine.
Uh,
What's up, girl?
yeah, we had to do this because Megan had to go somewhere. Then she got stuck in traffic, and we already had the live scheduled, so that's why she's like, "You're
Yes.
driving in the car and doing a live."
Yes, girl. You got a
um,
multi-task. You know that mama life. How that mama life be.
right. And then let's see, Icy Mo 1024. He's just Meg, where you
Icy
going?
Mo's always here. What up, Icy Mo?
So yeah, that was that. That was that. That was the weekend. Covered it going. Well,
Okay.
Claudia said when the kids
And
get
then,
older, it's easier to let them go around the neighborhood. I know. We have some older kids in our neighborhood. I guess I don't know what older is because everybody's mamas be attached. Like, where? Get over here. Come here. Come here. Like,
that's how
who's
I
watching the
be.
kids
And I'm like,
outside?
what age does that stop? Because I'm
I don't
like, I'll
know.
probably be like that for a long time. You know why though? Because I'm always afraid, like, okay, because somebody could be so nice. Because you hear these stories, they're like, I've known this person forever, and next thing you know, they're a child predator. So I'd be like, not my baby. And I like, it's so funny because even Mav is 3, and I was like, man, don't let anyone touch your butt or your penis. Okay, and he was like, and I said, if somebody touches your butt, you go like this. And so like we're like scenario role playing. I was like, okay, if someone at school touches your butt, what do you do? Hey, don't touch my butt. That's what he says. Like, okay, if
Don't
somebody
touch
touches
my
your
butt.
penis, that's what, it's so funny because he says it in his little like deep baby voice. Don't touch my
Don't
butt.
touch my penis.
Don't touch my penis or anything. You know. Thank God he can like go to the bathroom by himself now. He's fully potty trained. So it's just like I feel a little more comfortable, right? Like no one touches your penis, no one touches your butt. And if they do, you tell me, okay? You tell mommy. And then I always ask him like, was anyone mean to you? Did anyone try to touch your butt? And so he's like, he's probably gonna be like 6 years old, like, Mom, get off my butt,
Don't
please,
touch me.
jeez.
Halo says, I don't know. Halo, I'm like, if anyone touches you, what do you say? And she yells so loud, "Don't touch me!" I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's good. Just let's keep with that. Let's keep with that.
Right.
She says
Yeah,
it so
yeah.
loud.
Keep that same energy, boo.
It's funny. I write them little notes sometimes on their lunch, and I was like, "Halo, what do you want to do good at school today?" She was like, "Telling people don't touch me." I was like, "Okay, all right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that."
That's what
I
she
write that. I said,
realized.
"Let's practice on boundaries." I just put that. I don't know what the daycare lady thought. Probably thought she was probably like, "What?" Like,
Wait, you write that on her lunch bag?
yeah, she told me she wanted to work on or she wanted to do better at telling people not to touch her. So I was like, "Oh, well,
But
okay,
I'm
let's
saying
see."
you write it on it. Is that what the teacher like? Does the teacher read that back to her? Like, what do
No,
you?
no, I just put it on their lunch pail.
Or
It's like
I guess what's the
Post-it.
purpose since she can't read yet?
No, she every morning she just like I have Post-it papers and she always
Hold on,
wants to
say it
write her
again.
name on. Every morning on her lunch boxes, she likes to write on the Post-it. So she writes her name Halo on her lunch pail, and then she wants me to write a note. So she'll be like, I'll say like, "Oh, what do you want to work on today?" Or like, what do you want to do good at today at school? And sometimes she'll be like using my voice, or
Okay.
she'll say things like that. And so yesterday she was like, "I want to practice telling people don't touch me." And I was like, okay, let's say Halo. Let's practice our boundaries today." And I put it on our lunch pail. I meant to tell the teacher like why I wrote that, but so whatever.
I know because she's probably like, what is this?
Right, boundaries. Who's what?
Like, what?
um.
All I
So
can do
yeah,
is see Halo like, don't touch me at school.
don't touch me. It's funny. So yeah, so that's in that. What else? Let's see what's going on. Yes, Teach 'em Young, Michelle Richardson. Teach 'em Young. I feel like we have so many episodes talking about that. Teaching our kids young. This is really cool, guys.
Yeah.
We're using this new program, and now I can like
Yeah, y'all
see the
like the
chat.
layout?
Yeah, it looks cute. We're trying to be
It's super
consistent.
cute. This layout is really cute.
I love it.
What were we gonna say? Oh, and then wait. So, so Halloween night, Mav gets sick. He like all of a sudden, because he wasn't sick when we went out to like go trick or treating or anything. We get home, girl, like an hour. I give him his dinner. He's not really trying to eat, and I'm like, okay, I guess you're not feeling too great. Girl, he threw up, and I was like, what is going on? Because it's not like, and he had
No.
fever, and I was like, did somebody put a little witch hex on you or something while we were out? See, this is how I'm full with Halloween. Okay, all of a sudden my son's sick. Okay, he was fine.
You're the researcher. Where did Halloween come from?
Girl, the pagans. Okay, the evils.
Oh.
But anyway, I kept him home Monday and Tuesday. He didn't have to stay home Tuesday, but I was just like, just in case. And I got him a COVID test. I didn't think it was COVID, but I was like, he got a look up and he's got a fever. So just to be sure, I'm going to make sure he, we take the COVID test. He's negative, but, better safe than sorry.
It's crazy. We have to take COVID tests for everything. People are like, damn, you got to take another test?
Right. COVID test. But yeah, I kept him home. And you know what I really noticed, Marisa? Like, I like my baby. I really like him. I know I've talked about this before. Like, I've always loved him. But, like, now on his 3-year-old stage, I really like him. While he works my nerves because he's very outspoken and he's definitely a maverick. Like, he's definitely a rebel. Definitely, like, he has his views and his feelings about everything. I really like him, and so it was like, oh, no, I'm gonna keep you home, and I didn't have to keep him home Tuesday because usually I'd be like, go to school, I got work, but I was like, no, I'm gonna keep you home another day. Let's just stay home. And we played, we danced, we because I told you I'm trying to be more of like a mom who plays with him as opposed to sitting next to him as he plays.
Right.
So yeah, like I was dancing with him. We were, we did our letters. We did a lot of stuff together. Piano. We just did, little things, and I was really proud of myself for being a participatory mom and not just a mom who's sitting there observing. So, yeah.
That's a good way. That's a good perspective. Sitting there serving. That's how I be feeling all day. Like, damn, you want something else? I just sat down. Please, can I eat? Please, can I do this? Please.
Right.
Ready for lunch? Ready for dinner? Ready to take a bath? Okay. That's a good perspective. That's good. I know you've been wanting to do more of that. Are you almost home?
So we had fun while he was sick, while he was semi-sick. But other than that, I've just been watching Netflix. What about you?
That's a great segue.
Marisa, you don't have to point it out. You just gotta keep going with it.
I'm sorry, that was just so random. I was like, what? See, this is the beauty of unscripted podcasting and structured and all that, because I don't know if I forgot or what, but I'm like, what? I was just watching Netflix.
That's how you gotta do it. You don't point it out and be like, that was a good segue. You just keep going. You just catch the pass and shoot it.
This
catch
is my
the pass, Marisa.
This is my my practice for the big leagues. Anyway, so I was watching Netflix. Actually, it wasn't even the weekend. This was a midday, which was really rare for me, midweek, because I'm usually in bed so early and I don't play games with that. But I kept seeing it in the Colin Black and White in my news feed all weekend, and a bunch of people went to the premiere. I was like so jealous. I love Colin Kaepernick. I am Bay Area. Used to be diehard 49er fan, like family, everything. I went to Colin's last football game, like everything. Love him. My high school actually played him in the playoff game in the little movie that they showed that he lost or whatever. That was my high school. So I just love Colin Kaepernick. Love him.
He's from the Bay Area.
He's from Turlock.
He's from there.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you
Oh,
would consider Turlock the Bay Area, but um Turlock is close enough. It's
okay,
Northern California, I'll just say that. Um,
gotcha.
but yeah, so I was like, "You know what? I need to watch this." I think it was Tuesday, and I literally binged all 6 episodes, that night, so I stayed up super late with Terrell, and we watched them, and I just love him. It makes me love him that much more. He is
Right,
just
right, right,
and it was I was telling Terrell, it was interesting because when he did that bogus tryout that was random in the middle of the season, I don't remember, it was just some crazy stuff. And
okay,
I remember watching it and I was telling Terrell, like, damn, like one day somebody is going to make a movie about this when he's long and gone. And so what made me happy the most about it was like he continues to tell his own story. He doesn't talk that much in the media. He doesn't have to. And he's
right,
always able to like tell his story in the most magnificent, largest way without any like ties to the NFL, like nothing like that. And so that's
right.
what to me makes it the most beautifulest because he got to tell his own story. Um so yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much. It was just
Okay.
great.
Yeah, no, that's in
Yeah.
my queue to watch because I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like just the trailer of it. You know, he adopted. He has two white parents,
Yeah.
and like the trailer of it is him like driving. I guess he gets pulled over, and his parents are in the car with him, and the cop is just like hassling him. And then his parents are just like, what'd you pull him over for? Like, what's going on? And of course, we know why he got pulled over, but his parents are like, we don't like what's going on. And the cop is like, well, who are you? And the guy's like, I'm his dad, and he's like, oh. So of course, the cop
Sorry,
straightens
white
up.
man.
He's like, right, like, dad, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that.
Uh-oh, Megan's mute. Um, she's mute. But yeah, I think I mean I a part of the series or the episodes. I think are you still mute, Megan? Yeah, you're still mute. You're still mute. A part of the episodes, he's like telling his story, and then in addition to his story, like he's showing a lot of Black history, and he's oh, there you go. You unmute.
Oh,
I
can
think
you hear
you're
me
mute.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you. A
Okay.
part of each episode is he shares like a backstory for Black history that makes the episode relevant to whatever it was that he experienced for that episode. And so even as watching it, I was like, people are gonna hate on this one because I feel if you were a Colin Kaepernick fan, you already knew he was adopted. Like that's not anything new. But I remember
Right.
when he first started kneeling, there was some Black commentators who would like hate on him, like, oh, um, I'm Black. I lived in the hood, like you lived in the suburbs, blah blah blah. But as I was watching it, I was just like, does that take away like from his experiences of being adopted? Like wait, like living with white people, not being white, only having like these white experiences that he clearly was the outsider on. And he has this really good
Right.
line. If you haven't watched it, he does this line. So basically, his mother gave him up for adoption, and the family that he's adopted to expected another child, like I'm assuming a white child. And
Okay.
they were told that that child was no longer adopted, but there was a second option. And after that, he says, from birth, I've never been anyone's first option. Like, and if you know Colin's story, he was like the top prospect for baseball, but he was denied a football scholarship from literally everybody's college. Like everyone wanted him for baseball, but no one wanted him for football. And so I don't know. I think that
Aw.
if you knew his story, him kneeling or standing up for himself isn't a surprise. But I can totally see how people would hate on him because they take his like Black experience as not a like real Black experience. Um,
Right.
which is unfortunate because to not be wanted by your parents and then to be with parents who have no idea who you are or what. Oh, yeah, I can't hear you.
Let's see. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, Megan.
Can
Mm-mm.
you
Mm-mm.
hear
It sounds like it's like no. Oh yeah, Icy Bo. Shout out to his mom for taking him to the hood to get the proper braids. Well, he had got proper braids before. I just think she was uncomfortable with him being at somebody's house. I don't even understand. Yeah, exactly. What is the real Black experience? So, what my example was when he first started kneeling, there was some Black commentators who were saying like he doesn't know anything about being Black. I'm from South Central. I'm from the hood. I'm from this. Like he has basically like he had no right to stick up for um what he was kneeling for. Basically, that's what I mean by that. I'm not saying there's a real Black experience. However, I'm saying that there are people who say that he had no right to do what he's been doing or did at the time because he was um adopted, lived with had white parents, and lived in a suburb. That's what I meant. Oh, let me bring Megan back on. There you go. So that's
Wait,
what
I
I
can't
meant.
hear you.
You can't hear me?
Hold on. I'm going to have to get on my computer.
Okay. What is this? So yeah, I'm just super packed. Terrell probably be like, damn, she love Colin Kaepernick. She been talking, she know his whole life.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
We can hear you, Meg Scoop. And congrats on your pregnancy. You guys gotta go spam Megan's Instagram. I feel like nobody knows yet because nobody watches our show. I think she's gonna do like a big reveal, maybe. Hopefully she dropped it first here. So I feel honored. Let's see. So have you guys watched it? Has any of you guys watched the Colin Kaepernick Black and White? Tell me what you think about it. Let me get Megan back in here.
Okay, much better. Praise the Lord, saints. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. This is live for real. Mommy needs a break live for real, okay?
Oh, right. Did she officially share yet? Did you officially share you're pregnant? I don't. People are saying congrats to you in here.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate. Yeah, I haven't officially announced anything, so I'll announce it when I announce it, I guess. Here, let me put my glasses on so I at least look a little bit cute like Marisa.
Thanks, girl. Go ahead.
Thanks, girl. Okay. Okay, so we talked about Colin and Black and White, so make sure you see that if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll be watching that.
Yeah.
But what I did watch last night was The Harder They Fall. Have you seen that?
Who's in it?
Girl, it's a movie. So it's an all-Black Western. Every Black actor that you have ever seen is in this movie, okay? Idris Elba, Delroy Lindo, Regina King, Zazie, I think her name is Zazie something, Beats, I think. I don't remember her name.
Wait, time out. Is this why Jay-Z made an Instagram?
Yes.
I was like confused.
Yeah, so I think, I don't know if Jay-Z is a producer of this or what. I'm assuming he is because he usually don't talk about nothing that he don't have a hand in. But he made a tweet that was, he made a post that was like, go see the movie. It's on Netflix. The Harder They Fall. It's great. And then he deleted his Instagram.
Really? It's deleted?
Yes, girl. It's gone.
He almost had like 1 million followers.
That's crazy that you can get 1 million followers in a day.
Like when I looked at it, oh yeah, Beyonce was only following him, and then now it's 0.
Yeah.
And yeah, wow. Okay, that was it.
He just opened it, I guess, activated it just to tell people to go see that, and then he deactivated again. So, but I'm gonna tell you. So The Harder They Fall is Black. Basically, it's a Western, but it's like all Black. Like at first I was like, I don't think there's anyone in this movie that's not Black, but there is, because the way, because this is at the very beginning, they tell you, while this is not a true story, every person in here is real. So they have Bill Pickett, which we know he was a historic cowboy. Nat Love is in there. Stagecoach Mary. Who else? I guess Gertrude. What's her name? Trudy in the movie. Like everybody in there is an actual real figure from history. So I think that's what makes it really cool, is because like, okay, you know, you've got all these different like names. Like, I feel like I've heard them before. And they're all Black cowboys, but now we just created this story where they're all together in this world. So it's a really cool story. And it made me go like, oh my gosh, if Westerns were like this all the time, like I would always watch them. It was dope. It's dope. So you should watch it. It's
I'll watch it this weekend.
It's 2 hours long. So make sure you get your popcorn and go pee. Because it's a long movie, but it was really good, and I recommend it to anybody who has not seen it.
So it's on Netflix.
On Netflix, it's called The Harder They Fall, which it was, and it's kind of gory though, so don't.
I hate gory movies. Ugh.
I do too, but just close your eyes for those parts. But other than that, it was just like, this is like so cool because you're like, pew, 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 Westerns, but everybody's Black. So, and
this one.
Mm-hmm. And so there's like a, Black people, we have our own little just vernacular, just our swag. So you see little bits of that in the movie as well, which is cool. Because you don't see that in a Western.
Right. Oh, I think Colin is number 1, top 10 on Netflix. So it's Colin, Dear White People, The Harder They Fall. Is this all Black people? On My Block, which is, what is Made? I don't know what that is. Atypical, Blood and Water, Gentrified, Squid Games. That's more than 10. I think the top 10 are like people of color.
Or is that just yours, Marisa?
No, because Colin has been trending because they were like, he was number 3 on his birthday. And they were like, let's get him to number 1. So it's like on his, it's. I mean, you can check yours, but I know he was good. He was number 10 when it came out, and then number 3 yesterday. So I'm not sure, but I mean, it could be because these are movies that, well, see, some of these I would never watch, so I'm not sure. There's also, I don't know if you guys have kids. There's Karma's World. Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Karma's World.
I don't know too much. I think it's made by Ludacris and his daughter, maybe.
Yeah, it's basically like, it's just his oldest daughter's name is Karma, so it was just like a cute little cartoon series. Girl, she's like in college now. She old, but it's a really but it's like homage to her. But it's a really cute series.
Yes, I love it. And Ludacris plays the dad. I believe that's his voice. It's such a good. This is just turns into a Netflix. Okay, it's getting cold outside. We need to get our Netflix together because we're gonna be in the house.
Yes.
Hopefully.
But it's really cool. There was a clip from Karma's World, like, she's hanging out with her 2 white friends. I guess they're doing sleepover or something. And it was like, they were like, oh, do your hair like this. And she's like, no, like, what did she say? She's like, she's gonna put a bonnet on to keep it like healthy. But it, like, how she explained it to them was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Because at first you would think like, okay, because they weren't shading her. They were just not aware that she had to do different stuff to her hair. And so she just educated them. And I was like, this is so cute for all Black girls. And I'm so happy, y'all.
Yeah. Well, they actually said something like, do all Black girls' hair feel that soft or something like that? And she was like, and she ended up crying herself to sleep that night. And later on at school, well, she talked to her mother. And then later on at school, she had to tell her little homegirls that, how that made her feel. And how she can't speak for all Black women or Black girls, but she knows that she has to protect her curls with her bonnet. And please ask for permission the next time that they want to touch her hair.
I love that. I love that. Because every Black woman has had to deal with some level of that.
Yeah.
Even mixed. We're mixed here, but we've had even we have had to deal with it. Right. It don't matter. Some level of like, can I touch your hair? Not even asking, just touching hair and,
Yeah,
I sleep with a bonnet.
It's really cute because in that episode or in that we've watched that series probably like 3 times now.
Okay.
But Halo like gets so excited because of her curls, and she's like, "Oh, it looks like mine." And then when we were watching Colin, oh my goodness, Halo walked up to the TV and was like, "Mommy, his afro looks like mine. I love it." And then she went just like this and looked at Terrell. "Daddy, we need to take a picture of him. He's handsome." And I was like, "Excuse me?"
Okay. Well, got good taste, girl.
I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, did someone say he's handsome? I've never heard. I think I've heard her say handsome maybe a couple times when she's talking to Terrell. But other than that, I've never heard her say that. And I was just like, okay, he's taken, girl. He's a little too old.
Yeah, I'm really like, I just love stuff like that because I feel like when we were growing up, there was nothing that was really
I
like,
know.
take pride in your hair, take pride in your skin color. You just were happy if there was anybody that looked like you on TV.
Yeah.
And that was it. And the cartoons we watched they only, if they had a person of color, it was like one.
Yeah.
And that one character, you was like down for them. I love that character.
Right. It was the token person.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. Oh, but yeah, so get your Netflix on. Now I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna go make sure I'm watching. I was really sad. I'm like, what? Jay-Z has an Instagram. I'm about to go follow him. Yes. No.
Yeah, he deleted that thing quick. He just came on and say, "Hey, y'all."
Wait, what is this? Tall guy, 30 seconds of pleasure will give you 22 years of child support payments. Oh my, what are we talking about?
Wait, who pays 20? I thought you stopped paying child support at 18. You paid child support for 22 years?
Regardless, where did that come from?
I don't know. Well, thank you for that educational note. I think that's quite obvious. I don't know.
Maybe he was going through something today.
Okay, tall guy. Speaking from experience here.
I know. If you're going through it, let us know. Maybe we can give you some legal advice.
What is I gonna say? Yeah, Netflix. What is that? It that I'm watching?
I think so.
Yes, my top 10 for the US is different from yours. When you go to where it says like top 10 in the US, what does yours say?
Let me see.
Top 10 in the, because mine, The Harder They Fall is first, and then you is second.
It says home.
And Colin is sixth on mine.
Only on Netflix. Wait, where'd my top 10 go?
You guys scroll. Sometimes you gotta scroll down.
Oh, girl, I was looking at the wrong one. Wait, Colin is. Oh, he is 6. Yeah, number 1 is yours. I was looking at. I was looking at. I don't know what I was looking at. Only on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It was bigger than everything else. Terrell, what's that? Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Huh?
No. Okay. Oh, are you talking to me? Who are you talking to? Your husband?
Oh, Terrell just walked in.
Terrell, we doing a live. Terrell. Are you busting in our live? Come show your face if you're going to come in here.
You want to show your face?
He don't have a choice. If he going to interrupt, he got to show his face. Come over here, Terrell, since you over here trying to interrupt.
Terrell? Halo be calling him Terrell now. Like, Halo be like, Terrell. I'm like, Halo. Terrell.
That's what she be yelling.
Yeah, she always called him by his first name. And she calls me Moisa. Moisa and Terrell. Moisa and Terrell.
Oh, that's so funny.
Anyways. But yeah, so that's our Netflix recommendation. It turned into a Netflix recommendation show.
Nah, that's good. Because, sometimes we just need to talk about what we're doing in our lives, and we was Netflixing it. So I will say this thing. So I see my therapist once a month, and I had a therapy session yesterday, and she said something that was like really paramount to me. So I told her, I was like, she just basically like going through like different things happening in my life. And I told her that I felt like I was all over the place. I was like, I have my job at All Def. I've got the podcast, which is a business. I have Make Scoop, which is a brand and a business. Like, and I just kind of feel like I'm everywhere. And it's It's a lot. So she was just like, she asked me this question. She said, are you in the grind mode of your life right now or not? And I was like, I never thought about that. And I thought about it, and I was like, to be honest with you, no, because I've been in a grind season. I've been in plenty of grind seasons over my lifetime, right? And I know what that looks like. I work round the clock, and I just know I have to do it. So it's like, it's just part of what I do. But I don't feel that right now. She said, because there's a season for everything. Sometimes you have to grind, and sometimes you just got to focus on your family. And she was like, you feel like you're in the focus on your family season? And I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely.
I could have told you that for free.
I know. But I'm saying, like, I didn't think about it because I'm so used to being in grind mode all of the time. Like, I just, I've had a job since I was 14. I'm just used to grind mode is usually regular for me. That's regular mode for me. And so now that I'm like about to have another baby and I'm like, trying to become a better mommy to my son, like I just, and doing like more stuff with my fiance. We were like going on dates and planning a wedding. We don't have a date yet, so don't let your eyes get big. We still figuring it out. But like, I don't have a lot of energy for anything else. I want to make my new home look beautiful. I'm looking at like, gotta get a filing cabinet. Like, I just don't have a desire to do much else. So I was like, okay, Megan. She said, Megan, give yourself permission to be in this like family mode right now. Like, that's the stage you need to be in, and give yourself permission for that. And I was like, wow, you're right. I haven't given myself permission to just do that. So it's like, okay, let me do that. And then she was like, okay, what do you need to do to make all these things easier? She was like, for example, for Meg Scoop, how much time a week do you want to dedicate to that? I was like, for being honest, like an hour a week. And she was like, no, that's real though. That's okay. All you do. That's all you want to do is an hour a week for your brand. Then you need to hire somebody to take care of the rest. I was like, you're absolutely right.
When you do, right? Don't you have someone?
Right. But this is like, I need a little more in depth. Like, they do my overall brand, but like social media helps specifically. Like, they're not, social media savvy like that. They'll help me with it, but they need my direction. Whereas I don't really have the energy to do all that. So I need somebody that like helps us with Mommy Needs a Break, where they give us the ideas and you know what I'm saying? There's a difference with me leading it as opposed to the social media person leading it. And I just
well, you should just hire the same people. I brought them on I'm going to bring them on to do, they're going to do a few of ours. They're doing one of ours right now. And then I'm going to hire them to do another one. You should just use them.
Girl, you hiring them for all your pages. They ain't gonna have no time for me.
No, yes, they will. They're trying to build their business.
Okay, I'll hit them.
They will. I bet you if you ask them
to do like a little intern from like the college, but
no, we could talk offline. But I think there's a system being put in place to even manage that process. So there's always processes, but I understand what you're saying, and I think I was talking to, I don't know who I was talking to. I don't know who I'd be talking to. I'm talking to somebody about, I was telling her like, tired. Like, I don't want to do anything else. After this weekend, I don't want to do anything else for the rest of the year. Like, I just want to be with my family. And even for the holidays, I don't want to commit to going anywhere with anybody. I want to go on a road trip. I want us to just go either to like Mexico or somewhere. I don't know, anywhere. But I just want to be free from all of the responsibilities because I feel like we've had a good year.
You have.
And we need to just
productive year.
Be still and enjoy each other. And like you, I've been intentionally trying to plan dates and go places. When someone asks me to go somewhere, like actually going, like that's fun.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's fun to do all this other stuff, but it's not always fun.
It's not, because it's a lot of work at the same time. Like, you love it, but it's still work,
It's work. It's actual work and thought and thinking. And thought, all that. I was talking to a mom. I don't know if she's been on our show. Yeah, she has been on our show. I was talking to her the other day. and she was saying how she gave herself permission to be a mom and a wife. Like all of this year, she stopped doing what she was working on, like what she's known for, like how big following for. And she's just like, nope, I'm going to focus on like preparing dinner for my husband and enjoying my new baby and this and that. And so she hasn't worked at all, and she's totally fine. She said all of her seeds that she sowed, now she gets to enjoy them.
That's a
She
word.
doesn't have
Right
to
there.
worry about money. She doesn't have to worry about anything or worry about her ego, because she was telling me it's her ego that keeps her doing the things that she's known for, but she doesn't really want to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no, that makes so much sense. That makes a lot of sense, because I think
Yeah.
sometimes we get that we use that as our identity, but the truth is like that's just a piece of us. That's not our identity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
at
just a
all.
piece of who we are. So
Yeah, 100%. So is your ego leading you, or is your heart?
It's a good question. Let's see. Shout out to people in here. Who we have? Icy Mo, A Bert, Evolving Mama, Chastity Hudson. Who else was over here earlier? Ms. Mia. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it. Michelle Richardson. Claudine was here earlier. Front Yard J. Thank y'all for joining us.
What's the RJ?
No, Front Yard J.
Oh.
As opposed to Backyard J, I guess.
What is the guy who was talking about child support? What's going on
Tall
with him?
guy. The tall guy.
What's going on with you?
Right, that's funny.
Anywho, okay. Well, this is another successful live. I think we're 3 weeks.
And it keeps getting better, y'all, right? It's getting better. Like we have a cool little like overlay. We doing better, y'all. We getting it together.
We are. Okay. We are. And things are easier when you get it together.
They are. It is. I mean, I feel like this is what we need to do for the rest of this year, because y'all about to see. We've been saying it this whole year, like, oh, we got some new stuff coming. Not the rest of this year, we don't. Okay, I'll just be honest. We will in January. I just told you my struggles of like what mode I'm in. Marissa's in the same mode, so y'all not gonna get nothing crazy.
Everybody should be resting. I feel like everyone should be resting. Everybody.
Yes. So you're gonna get this
topic, girl. I don't know.
Icy Mo. Well, how are we gonna know what next week's topic is? We be talking about. You know what? Let me tell y'all our process on the lives as opposed to the podcast. The podcast, we have like a whole run of show where we're going to talk about topics, questions we're going to ask a guest if we have one. Like it's together. Now, for these lives, we talk about what we're going to talk about a minute before we get on. What you want to talk about? This. What you want to talk about? This. All right, let's do it. And then we just take it from there.
We just wing it.
Now, if there is something that y'all want us to talk about on these lives, put it in the chat, and then we'll talk about it. Chastity Hudson says, I don't need to rest. I need a job. And that's cool, Chastity, because that might be where you are at in your life. That is because trust me, I've been in grind mode. I get you, girl. There's been times I was like, I don't need to sleep. I need to grind. And I had 4 jobs at once. I had to do it. But I get it. Okay, Icy Mo said, let's pick a Netflix show and discuss. Well, how about you just write that in the chat next week? Okay. Because we didn't already discuss one for this week.
Yeah, we already talked about Netflix. We can't talk about Netflix again.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. Okay, we do this week by week.
I can't stand the people I work with.
Mo needs a new job. I can't stand the people I work with, girl. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but either way, I've been there, okay? I understand. Just keep on holding on. And you might be uncomfortable at your job because it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just be like trying to stay at our job because we're comfortable there, but the Lord be trying to move us. Maybe it's time for you to go.
It might be time to go.
Dad. Oh, hi, Icy Mo's a dad. Yes, Icy Mo. You might need to go. You might need to go.
Cranberries. Yeah, now y'all just putting anything in there. What is going on? I'm confused. What does cranberries mean?
All right, y'all. We got to get out of here.
Okay, that's
Thank y'all for watching Mommy Needs a Break live. We do this on Thursdays. What's it? Noon Pacific. Wait, no. 9 noon Eastern. There's all these daggone time zones we in.
10, 11,
Noon
12.
Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Y'all, it's stressing me out. Look how I look. Ugh. Okay, so we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, I have enough energy to put some makeup on my face and do my hair.
Oh my gosh, are you really that? I mean, do we? I thought when you were saying this, that what the therapist was saying, I thought you were gonna be like, and you guys, you know what? I'm gonna have to stop doing this.
No, this is low maintenance for me, but it also means I'm gonna be looking like this.
This is low maintenance. The podcast is high maintenance.
Yes. I'm gonna be looking like this a lot, guys. So just get used to it. And I've given myself permission to be looking like this because the reason why I be so hard on myself is because I don't like coming on nothing recorded looking a mess because it lives on forever.
A-Bird said, "You're beautiful, Meg."
Thank you so much, A-Bird. But I don't even care. Right.
You're beautiful, Meg. Do you see that?
Yes, I do. Thanks. I appreciate y'all. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye.
Mama needs to break the life every Thursday. Bye. Peace out.